Hey everybody, welcome. Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. As always, a warm welcome and thanks for tuning in to watch the video today. It's a lockdown 2.0 special here in good old England. We're in lockdown now till, what's the date? 10th of November today, and we're in lockdown here until 2nd of December. We can't reopen the Golf Academy till then. So I'm allowed to come in and do some bits and pieces, but I can't teach or custom fit anybody or have any customer interaction, which is a shame. So all non-essential shops are now closed, and I just hope that the decision that the government have made makes a difference. Not ideal, especially on the run up to Christmas. Retail in the UK is absolutely decimated, and this is just going to retail, hospitality, bars, restaurants just on the knees, and this isn't going to help. So let's just hope that this forced closure makes a difference. If it doesn't, then there's going to be a lot of people very angry about it, me included. But we'll do what we have to do. Anyway, gives me a chance to talk to you nice people about what's going on. I'm just going to play a little bit of video that I recorded a couple of days ago. I had to come in and do some jobs, and one of them was to try and sort out this very large magazine collection that I've got, golf magazines. So check this little video clip out. So here's my golf magazine collection. It was given to me by a gentleman many years ago who was the starter at Ashridge Golf Club, a chap called Keith Geeter. And he said to me, I've got to go home and sort out my magazine collection. They're all in the loft, my wife wants me to throw them away. And I'm like, how many have you got, Keith? He said, I've got thousands of them. I said, well, I'll have them off you. And these golf magazines date back, check this out on the floor. So what I've got here, this is Golf Illustrated, British publication, 20p. This is the earliest one I've got, 30th December 1976. What I've also got are Golf Monthlies, Today's Golfers, and Golf World, and there are, I don't know how many of these magazines there are, but what I'm trying to do at the moment is I'm just trying to get them all sorted out into some sort of order. So I've got all the Golf Illustrateds first. I've got some of these covers, 1981, there's Tom Watson, moving through 86, who's that on the cover? Corey Paven from 1987, Mr. Ray Floyd there. And then we move through up into the 90s here. There's Mark Jones on the cover of that one. Tony Johnston winning the PGA in 92. Philip Price. Where are we now? 95. There's a great Nick Price. And there's Today's Golfers. And I'm just sifting through them. And it's quite a long and protracted process. And I've no idea what I'm going to do with them. I might sell them all. I might just keep them. It's fascinating when you just pick up a magazine and look back and read an article and you think, wow, wonder what became of that guy, and we all know what came of these guys. So I'm not sure if I'll get rid of them, to be honest. I kind of like collecting things, a bit of a hoarder on the side. But there we go, that's my collection of golf magazines. So I'm going to spend a few hours cataloguing these, sifting through them, getting them into some order. So that's one job to do during lockdown, done. Or halfway done. So there's the finished product as it was, and that's all the magazines back in their rightful place, all looking good. So there you have it. Magazines are all sorted out. What else can I tell you? Well, I've got some time on my hands. Obviously Mrs. Ainsworth's got a long list of jobs for me to do at home, so I'm going to have to crack on with some decorating. Might sneak a little fishing trip out. Can't play golf in the UK at the moment, but you can go fishing. There you go. Makes sense of that one, but we're thankful for small mercies. But I just thought I'd put something out there to the people who very kindly watch my videos. Is there anything particular you'd like me to do on the teaching front? If you've got any specific problems with your golf swing, hey, who hasn't? I know I've got plenty of my own. You know, put some suggestions down below if you want. If you suffer with a slice or a hook or thin shots or fat shots, or have problems with weight transfer, then I'd be more than happy to put together some little short instructional videos for you which might help. So, you know, we'll keep it fairly light-hearted as we go. What else can I tell you in Masters Week? Masters starts this Thursday. Very excited about the best thing to happen so far in 2020, I think, is the Masters. It's my second favourite tournament at the majors. I'm a little biased on this one, but my most favourite major tournament has got to be the British Open, but I would always then go to the Masters after that. So it'd be really interesting to see how Augusta plays in November rather than in April. I've just been having a little look online, and apparently they've had a lot of rain down there and there's more rain forecast, so the fairways are going to be really heavy and sodden, so it's going to obviously favour the big hitters again. Be very interesting to see how DeChambeau fares. Not too sure he's going to smash it like everyone thinks he does, but I'm sure I could be wrong on that. My favourite pick this week is going to be Rory McIlroy. I've had a little flutter. Got McIlroy at 11 to 1, I think he was, or 12 to 1. So I put a couple of pounds on McIlroy, and I've also put a couple of pounds on Justin Thomas. And I think I did an each way bet on Louis Oosthuizen. So it'd be interesting to see if my... I don't normally win on, I only bet on, I'm not a huge betting man, but I do like a tiny little flutter on the majors just for a little bit of interest. So we'll see how that goes on. So I've got one little tip for you, just to leave you with. I know we can't, in the UK, we can't go and play golf, we can't even go down the driving range, but we can still talk about it, and we can still maybe pick up and learn a few things while we've got this time on our hands. So we'll just go in the hitting area and give you a little bit of info which I thought about earlier in the day, which may help you. So let's move over there. So, width of stance. How wide do we stand? What's the optimal width that we could stand to play good golf? If we look in the textbooks, we're generally told that the width of our feet should be roughly the width of our shoulders. And I still think that's a good gauge. Now, we're not going to get a tape measure out and sort of measure how many inches that is between the feet, but roughly about shoulder width. Then the reason that we tend to think shoulder width's a really good width to stand from is that you're going to be able to get good balance and maximum rotation from that sort of width of stance. Now, obviously I teach a lot of golfers, and I've seen pretty much every width of stance you could shake a big stick at, and I see a lot of guys, especially the taller, bigger guys, sometimes standing with very wide stances. You know, so the width of stance here is almost like the width of a 7-iron. Now the problem with a very wide stance is, although it feels very grounded and stable, it makes it really difficult for you to rotate your body. Very, very difficult indeed to start to engage the core on the backswing. So you'll feel very comfortable and stable, and in high winds you're not going to get blown around, but you're really going to struggle to turn back and through. So super wide stance, pretty much a no-no. Now you can go to the other end of the spectrum and go with a very narrow stance. Now, narrow stance does have its advantages in that it makes it very easy for you to rotate the body, and if you can stay balanced with your feet very close together, it's a drill we use quite a lot actually in the academy to help people rotate, it's very good. But the problem is, with a very narrow stance, you can feel quite unstable, and you can start sort of losing your balance, and certainly if there's any wind blowing, you're going to get buffeted and knocked around. So narrow stance, probably better than a wider stance, but ideally we're looking to get the width of that stance roughly about the width of your shoulders. Final thing to say is, what do we do with the feet? Lots of different views on this. Some people will say we splay both the right and the left foot out. I kind of like to have the right foot square onto you, and I like to see that left foot turned out 20-30 degrees towards the target to enable me to shift weight through, to basically clear that left side a little bit earlier. If the left toe is square on or even pigeon-toed back in, it really does make it difficult to rotate onto that left side and get the very important weight shift. So there you go, there's my little tip for today. Thanks for tuning in. It's just a little update video to say, hey, I'm here and I'm going to be back, hopefully producing some useful content. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down the bottom. Give the video a little thumbs up if you like it. And don't forget to post those comments down below. Is there any tips or things I can help you with on the swing? And again, what's your favourite Is it the Masters? Is it the Open? Is it the US Open, USGA? What's your favourite tournament of the year when it comes to majors? I'm going to say mine's the British Open, and then the Masters, and then it's a toss-up. I'll probably then go US Open, USGA. But be interested to see what you've got to say about it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.